This collection was inspired by fall 2014 trends seen on the runway and also seen in other places. Inspiration came from all over the place. For example, some of it from tear sheets from magazines from Europe, from here. And the main trends that I saw coming through were that there was this whole shape, overshape thing going on with the clothes. There was a mixed medium of prints and sheers and everything living together like in one look. And then there was also this 60s vibe going on. So those three influences are what I ran with to create this collection. This look has a very geometric feel, but it's more modern than the 60s version because of all the texture that it has. Also the vibrant red color really gives it an edge and kind of gives it that pop that makes it stand out from everyone else. The color for this look was done on a natural level 10, and throughout the horseshoe section we used 06cc at the base, at the roots, and then worked out to 08cc Shades EQ cream. Underneath the horseshoe it's all the 06cc Shades EQ cream, so that what happens is you get on the top, you get this deep sort of underneath base, and then you get this pop of highlight of the brighter 08cc. So we've started the cut with vertical sections underneath, combed straight out from the head, and we worked with a razor to create a very soft edge on the hair. We also used a technique called curtains inside, where we've taken weight out underneath and made it flatter to the head. So we left out a horseshoe shaped section on the top, and that's where we're going to put the layering in that's going to lay over what we've done underneath. So I'm just going to take that section and we're going to work with horizontal sections across this way using a regular shear, and we're working with the hair dry because we can see exactly what we're getting, and it's just fun, you know, we don't always have to cut hair wet. So I'm going to take this section straight up. Let me show you what's going on from the front, and what we're going to do is point cut. We're going to leave it long enough that it still drops over what we've done underneath through here, so we still get some of this hair that spills back and a little bit longer than what's going on there, and that's going to be our guide now for the top. So we're going to take more sections horizontally, bring them straight up, over direct it just slightly back to the previous section, so that we start to build a little length and weight towards the front. Now we're going to work through the front, so you can see how the layers are spilling over back here, and then it starts to get longer towards the front, but right now she can't see. So what we're going to do is open this up, but keep it kind of horizontal, a little bit rounded as we come around to the edge, so that it has a heavier front, but it still has a lot of texture. So from the underneath part here, our perimeter is sitting about there. When we start to drop our horseshoe over, we want to leave it dropping just a little bit longer than that underneath, and then we're going to use that length guide as we start coming around through the front. So I'm going to comb this down, and we're going to work with point cutting again so that we still have some texture to the edge, but it still has a thickness to it. Whereas if we were to cut this with a razor, it would be very, very soft and wispy, and this is going to give us a little bit more of a blunt texture. I'm just working my way across the front. Now remember too, we over directed on the top each section to the previous section, so that's giving us the most amount of length here in the front. And also by going in and cutting this length now, what we're doing is sort of building up more weight again. So we took weight away with our layers, now we're coming back on this side to add some weight. Now as I come to the other side, what I want to do is start to angle down just a little bit. So we're coming down a little bit longer towards the other side. It'll be balanced and it'll be symmetrical, but the idea is that it just curves up a little bit here in the middle and then drops down as we go around. Here's a tip for point cutting on dry hair so that you don't cut yourself. Right now, my guide is there. So I'm about an inch from my guide, so that when I go in, I know my cutting line is here, but my points can go past that to create that nice soft edge there. We've got it spilling over a little bit longer on this side, so what I'm going to do is just go through, same thing, and just connect that line in there. So what you're seeing is all these nice layers moving forward like this, and then boom, we've got our weight. What we do need to do, however, is take a little bit of that weight out. So I'm just going to lift this front area up a little bit, and then I'm going to take the edge off of it, take the ledge off of it. Oh, hello. So just to break up this heaviness again around the front, we want it chunky and we still want it heavy, but just not so one lengthy looking. So we're taking little pieces, pinching them between our thumb and our index finger, and then just lifting it, putting the shears about an inch from the perimeter, and then just working out to the perimeter. So we're creating a little bit of a broken up edge, and we're beveling a little bit of that weight off of it. Okay, so here's the finished look. It's nice and lean and small on the sides, a little bit longer layers through the top for a short haircut. And then we kept this curved and geometric in feel so that it has a heaviness to it, so it gives it more of that 60s vibe. So there she is.